The Vampire Diaries missed out on the perfect spin-off, but the overlooked idea could still happen 7 years after the series went off the air. Adapted from the novels by L.J. Smith, The Vampire Diaries ran on the CW from 2009 to 2017, gaining a massive following. This success allowed creator Julie Plec to produce The Originals, a show within the same shared universe following the original family. This series took a more mature perspective and a darker storytelling method, distinguishing it from the teenage Vampire Diaries characters and high school setting. Since both The Originals and The Vampire Diaries found success with audiences, Plec decided to create Legacies, a second spin-off following the next generation of witches, werewolves, and vampires. The series centered on the experiences and perspectives of Hope Michelson, Lizzie Saltzman, and Josie Saltzman. While all the shows were entertaining, Plec missed out on creating the perfect Vampire Diaries spin-off. Throughout The Vampire Diaries, Jeremy grew as a character, becoming more self-assured and outspoken. Jeremy hit his stride when he became one of the 5. This gave him a more significant purpose within the bigger picture of The Vampire Diaries. He thrived when hunting vampires, an impulse he never lost when he was no longer one of the 5. When Jeremy exited in The Vampire Diaries Season 6, it seemed like it was trying to introduce a spin-off following the character's life as a vampire hunter. Stephen Arthur McQueen even joked at the time about being open to the idea. A Jeremy spin-off would have been the perfect choice because Jeremy had outgrown Mystic Falls, but that didn't mean fans stopped caring about him. A spin-off could have explored his vampire hunting outside the confines of his hometown. He would have had ample room to continue his character growth and show what vampires look like elsewhere. Unfortunately, this spin-off never came to fruition, likely because the CW already had 2 shows within the same universe. Julie Plec could still make a Jeremy spin-off. Jeremy Gilbert in the Woods in the Vampire Diaries spin-off Legacies. Since Julie Plec still wants to create another Vampire Diaries spin-off after Legacies, this opens the door to a show focused on Jeremy's life as a vampire hunter. Actor Stephen Arthur McQueen reprised his role once in Legacies, indicating that he may be open to playing Jeremy again. Additionally, McQueen isn't presently attached to any other long-term TV shows or franchises, meaning there wouldn't be career barriers preventing him from committing to a spin-off. Additionally, Jeremy's exit did most of the heavy lifting by laying the foundation for the spin-off show. Jeremy left to hunt vampires in Santa Fe, and Alaric said he would send more locations. Obviously, the spin-off would need to take place later in the timeline since 7 years have passed since the show finished, but this still creates a strong premise to work off of while offering ample room for creative freedom. Plus, characters from the original show or 2 spin-offs could have guest roles on the show, allowing for other familiar faces. Most importantly, a Jeremy spin-off doesn't have as many limitations as most potential Vampire Diaries spin-offs. Because he isn't a vampire, it doesn't matter that time has passed since the original show. His aging isn't an issue for the narrative integrity. Except for Bonnie, Jeremy is the most beloved Vampire Diaries character who doesn't face this potential problem. Since the Vampire Diaries Kat Graham said she wouldn't return, Jeremy is the best choice from the original cast to lead a new spin-off. A Jeremy spin-off would be better than a Legacies spin-off. If Plec followed through on making a new spin-off, there would be a few possible directions she could go. The most obvious option would be to create a spin-off from Legacies, the newest addition to the Vampire Diaries universe. However, this would be a massive mistake. Firstly, most of the characters in this show also have the same age limitations as characters from the original series. Since actors continue to age while the characters stay put, there's a built-in time limit on the possible spin-off. Additionally, many fans of the Vampire Diaries and the originals didn't like Legacies. They felt like the characters weren't as compelling, and the show was too campy. A series focusing on a character from Legacies would bring in a smaller audience than focusing on someone from the original series. The Jeremy spin-off could gain back the audience that Legacies lost. It will also appeal to fans of the original Vampire Diaries series because of the nostalgia factor.